Please welcome Vice President and General Manager of XR, Hugo Swart.
Hello, everyone. What an amazing morning so far. I am continually fascinated by the pace of technology progress. Back in the early 2000s, I started my career working on bringing wireless data to cell phones. I saw firsthand the transition from the PC internet to the mobile internet that we carry in our pockets every day. This transition took time with the evolution of 3G, better displays, better processors, and the explosive growth of the app ecosystem. We saw a true revolution. I'm seeing the same path happen in XR as we evolve to the spatial internet. It feels almost like deja vu, but this time I see an even bigger impact to society, where we truly merge our digital and physical lives, where screens disappear and the world becomes your desktop. And we're not too far off. The last decade, we have already made tremendous progress, and we're seeing XR applications have an impact in exciting ways. From professional athletes able to improve their mental readiness for intense competitions, field technicians able to ramp into the workforce quicker to guided immersive training, and through therapeutic XR experiences designed to help veterans and first responders overcome PTSD. These are just a few examples of XR beyond gaming and entertainment, and I'm excited to see all the positive impacts these technologies can have to our daily lives. With Qualcomm, we're working every day to address the full spectrum of realities that comprise spatial computing. From immersive VR in 100% virtual worlds, to mixed reality where you experience immersive content while being able to see and merge your physical space using video see-through, to augmented reality, where virtual objects overlay on your world through thinner, lighter glasses. We have put an emphasis on developing class-leading technologies that enable affordable and powerful XR devices that everyone can experience today. We have been continuing to realize our vision with two very important platform launches. The first is the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2, the first platform designed to democratize premium MR and VR experiences. This platform is optimized to hit the sweet spot in the market. It supports 3K displays per eye, a blazing fast GPU, best-in-class on-device AI, all optimized for an all-in-one headset that don't require an external battery pack. We're excited that the XR2 Gen 2 is powering the Meta Quest 3. This is the most powerful Quest yet, and will enable millions of users to experience the next generation of immersive games, live sports, fitness, and so much more. And at the other end of the spatial computing spectrum is smart glasses, a category we have been investing as well. Last year at the summit, we announced Snapdragon AR2 Gen 1, our first premium AR platform for fully immersive AR glasses leveraging distributed processing. Which leads me to our second major recent announcement, the Snapdragon AR1 Gen 1. AR1 is purpose-built to expand the smart glasses category to even more consumers, with premium cameras for hands-free photos, video capture, and live streaming, and powerful AI to help you capture the best content and power your virtual AI assistant. We are thrilled that both new platforms just announced last month are already shipping in the latest devices from Meta. And here to talk about how we collaborated to bring these exciting devices to market, please welcome to the stage Head of Hardware Partnerships at Meta, Jennifer Hom. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Hugo. Great to be here at my first Snapdragon Summit.
So, Meta just had the big Connect event a few weeks back. How did that go?
You know, Connect was a huge success for us. We announced the Meta Quest 3, the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, and gave the world a glimpse into the future of the metaverse. The most important takeaway for our developers and partners is that AI has the power to transform XR experiences. For creators, it will open up so many new opportunities to create amazing experiences and give you and me, the consumer, superhuman capabilities. Very soon, you'll be able to ask your Meta AI a question, and the AI will answer you with the context of seeing and hearing through your smart glasses. This is a major breakthrough.
Totally agree. And we have been working together for closely many years. But can you speak to the broader collaboration between Meta and Qualcomm teams?
Of course. Meta and Qualcomm, and actually you and me, Hugo, have been working together for over 8 years, which in this business is like a lifetime. Remember when we collaborated on the Oculus Go, Meta's first standalone VR headset?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's like going back to the days of the Motorola Razr phones, for those of us who can remember that. The problems we're trying to solve in XR are mind-numbingly complicated. Neither one of us alone would have been able to solve some of these technical challenges. Together, we've had some amazing successes. For example, our work together on machine learning has made so many aspects of the Quest 3 better. With more accurate hand, body, and controller tracking, we're able to create much more realistic avatars and track your hands with much more precision, whether you're typing on a keyboard or playing on a virtual piano. The two teams, by working together, dramatically improved image quality with a sharpening algorithm that is 2 times faster than before. And now, the work that we're doing to enable on-device AI will not only benefit XR, but all other mobile platforms as well. It's just amazing.
I couldn't agree more. The expertise that each of our respective teams bring to the industry is second to none. We just launched 2 exciting platforms together, one being the XR2 Gen 2. Can you share your vision for what experiences Meta wants to drive with this new Quest 3?
Sure. Quest 3 is bringing to life the next generation of mixed reality experiences for consumers and businesses alike. Let's check it out.
Make it look easy, it's like riding a bike. Bump up and down because I know what I like. I keep it rolling from the side to the side, from the left to the right, from the day to the night. Pick it up. I'm all about the hype. I'm all about the hype. I'm all about the hype.
I'm all about the hype.
Pick it up, 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 pick it up. I like to dream and make it glow in the dark. I make it real 'cause that's a walk in the park. I'm moving so fast, I'm as bright as the stars. Yeah, I'm bigger than Lash, and I'm off of the charts. I'm all about the hype. I'm all about the hype. I'm all about the hype.
I'm all about the hype.
Pick it up, 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 pick it up.
Quest 3 is just amazing. It has twice the graphics processing power of the Quest 2, all thanks to our work together on XR2 Gen 2. And the vastly improved full-color video pass-through, it'll seamlessly blend digital objects into your physical surroundings. Now you can actually bring the gameplay into your living room. Mixed reality will also transform fitness, making the experience much safer and less cumbersome. So now when you go on a ride on your stationary bike through the Swiss Alps, you no longer need to fumble with taking your headset on and off just to find your water bottle. How awesome is that? I'm really excited to see the creativity that these new devices will unleash.
I agree. I've been loving the MR experiences on the Quest 3, and I'm really excited to see what developers can do with all these new exciting capabilities. Now, we also launched another platform together, the Snapdragon XR Gen 1, that powers the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses that I'm wearing right now. Could you tell us more about these?
Absolutely. By bringing together the iconic style of Ray-Ban and Meta's technology, we've built a pair of smart glasses that will not only make you look brilliant, but be brilliant at the same time. These smart glasses are a big step forwards towards realizing our vision of all-day wearable, lightweight, stylish AR glasses that will be your portal into the metaverse. Come 2024, you'll be able to use your Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses to translate street signs for you in real time while you're traveling through a foreign city. With Meta AI, the best part is your smart glasses will get even smarter with use over time. The possibilities are truly endless.
Truly revolutionary. I can't wait for everyone here to experience all the amazing things that we built together. Thank you, Jennifer, not just for joining us here at the summit, but for being an amazing partner. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you. Now, if you hadn't had the chance to try out the Quest 3, I highly recommend it. I'm having a blast with mine. Definitely a must-have for this holiday season. I also can't wait to capture and share my next trip with the new Ray-Bans. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I should take a picture of the audience here. Another one here. And another one here. All right, some of our Snapdragon insiders were lucky to get their hands on them here in Maui. And here you have a sample of what they captured so far. Looks like they're having a good time here in Maui. But we're just starting. And on what our AR1 platform can do. Smart glasses will become the eyes and the ears for virtual AI assistants, allowing people to experience AI in the most human form with our senses, guiding you through the preparation of your next family meal, helping parents or older parents read a menu with a small print, or removing barriers between two strangers by translating their conversation in real time. I am super excited to announce that we have multiple OEM partners developing smart glasses based on Snapdragon XR1. These glasses will not only feature camera, audio, and AI capabilities, but will also feature either monocular or binocular displays. And we expect to see these designs from these customers launching next year. And as part of our strategy to scale to new brands, we have also developed a smart glass reference platform. We have partnered with the leaders in waveguide optics, compact light engines, and smart glass manufacturing to develop this design. We're very excited to see the shapes, the styles, the functionality that our OEM customers will bring to the market following this reference platform. Next, I'd like to introduce a colleague of mine, to speak about the importance of AI in developing XR apps and experience. Please welcome to the stage Rogue Fong. Thank you, Rogue.
Thank you so much, Hugo. Good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be with you here today. I'm Rogue Fong, and I run developer education for our XR ecosystem. As part of that role, it's been super fulfilling to empower our partners with the latest advancements in Qualcomm technology, enabling new use cases for them to explore. One of these key technologies I'm sure you've heard a lot of over the course of the summit is on-device artificial intelligence. AI is fundamental to XR as it's a core foundation of perception technology. With the on-device processing capabilities of our latest platforms, we are able to add new and exciting dimensions to XR experiences. We'll start out with how I usually start my day. Fitness. There are amazing smart fitness devices that bring a virtual trainer into your home. But I often wonder, how much better could that experience be with the one-on-one, real-time feedback on your form and technique that you get from an in-person fitness class? To elevate how we think about smart fitness today, we worked with popular XR fitness app developer Lightsport, along with the Sensei AI, to deliver on this concept. Let's check it out.
Welcome to your personalized workout of the day from Lightsport, powered by a Sensei AI. Two, three. I see that you aren't getting low enough on your squats. I want you to try and get down a little deeper so your thighs are almost in parallel with the floor. Your form looks great. Keep it up. All right, put your weights down and shake it out. You did great work today.
All right, who's stoked about this? I know I am. This will definitely get me ready for ski season. This experience was developed using our Snapdragon Spaces XR developer platform, and together with Snapdragon Seamless, announced yesterday, connects products that we use every day. Your smartphone camera to track your body pose in real time. Your wearable to capture biometric data like heart rate and blood oxygen level. And now, with AR glasses, you can bring the trainer right into your home to give you a personalized fitness experience. And as someone whose second home is the gym, I'm excited to bring someone on stage who can talk about how immersive technologies are helping to evolve fitness. Please welcome President of Exponential Plus at Exponential Fitness, Garrett Marshall.
Thank you very much, Rogue. First, let me say it's a real honor to be part of such a spectacular event, an event that's been filled with so many exciting announcements. What I want to do in the next just couple of minutes here is share with you a real-world example of a global fitness brand that's venturing into these technologies right now as we speak. I want to touch on some of the macro dynamics that are perpetuating the interest in our industry, the fitness industry, in these technologies. And last but not least, I'll show you a sneak peek of our newest app release, which will launch next week on Quest 3. Okay. For those of you, to start things off, who aren't familiar with Exponential Fitness, we are the largest operator of boutique fitness studios in the world. We are publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker XPOF. We serve 10 fitness verticals through the 10 brands you can see on screen behind me. And we operate collectively 3,000 locations with another 3,000 locations sold and obligated to open. Okay? To make sense of what I'm going to show you in the next couple slides, I thought it'd be useful if I shared with you our mission, which is to make boutique fitness more accessible for consumers everywhere. But historically, time, cost, and proximity have been among the prime constraints to the growth of our industry, boutique fitness. One obvious antidote to that is digital fitness. Digital fitness can be done by anyone, anytime, anywhere. And it can also be delivered at a very low cost. So nearly 5 years ago, at the beginning of 2019, we decided and made the strategic decision to invest very heavily in digital fitness. If you fast forward to today, we now have Exponential Plus, which is our digital platform where we deliver live and on-demand fitness classes. This platform serves hundreds of thousands of consumers today, and it's available on 10 different operating systems with the recent addition of MetaQuest. And so the subject matter of the next few slides is designed to shed light on the business case for why we decided to incorporate this 10th channel of MetaQuest. So let's take a look at the industry top down. Consumers in a post-COVID era, they care more about their wellness than they ever have before. It's more or less indisputable. I think for most of us as consumers, the very definition of what wellness encompasses has likely broadened, it's expanded, but it's also a very different competitive landscape. Consumers are eating off of many plates to serve their diverse fitness needs. One statistic that surprises most people is that today, the number of frequent exercisers, those are people who exercise 3 times a week for 30 minutes or more, that do not belong to any gym or studio is actually larger than the population of frequent exercisers that do belong to gyms and studios. And it should be noted that this is not the result of an erosion of market share on behalf of gyms and studios, but it is rather an increase in total participation in fitness. And so there's a real positive silver lining there for society as a whole. But what it does is it casts a light on how the incumbent fitness brands, like ours and many others, need to think about customer acquisition and how to engage with the consumer in the 21st century. So in our business, digital fitness plays a very top of funnel role. It allows us to reach wider and further to engage with consumers who haven't had the opportunity to experience one of our brands. And it's pretty effective at that for many of the efficiencies we just mentioned. But what consumers trade in exchange for all of those efficiencies that are gained, what they're trading is experience when it comes to digital fitness. We know that the pinnacle experience we can offer a consumer is in a physical location where that consumer is surrounded by a community who share their same aspirations, a sensory environment that's been purpose-built, and a world-class instructor there to motivate them. So the obvious question, bearing that philosophy in mind, the obvious question is, once again, why invest in these new virtual technologies? The answer is because of the evolutions in the technology you've seen here. For the first time, we have a hybrid opportunity where we can leverage all of the efficiencies of standard digital fitness, while at the same time recapturing some of the immersion and the experience that's sacrificed when you can't make it in a physical location. And to give you a sense of what I mean here, I'd like to share with you the trailer for our latest app release, which will launch next week on MetaQuest.
What's up, y'all? It's Isabel here with PureBar, and today we get to do a 20-minute Empower class. Make sure you've already synced your Surface. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Up, left, up, and up. So targeting your inner outer thighs, getting into your upper body as well. And this is it. You did it. Your 20-minute Empower class is done. Thank you so much. See y'all next time. Here to take you through a quick 5-minute stretch. Rotate your right shoulder shoulder down and back as you gently lift your chest and squeeze your left arm. I will see you next time for your next Stretch Lab session.
So obviously we're very, very excited about this app launch. The capabilities that are provided by the new Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chipset, in particular for our app experience, like full color pass-through, spatial anchoring, natural depth perception, these are really prerequisite technologies for us to launch any of our modalities in a virtual or a mixed environment. For example, mixed reality allows a user to have a fully immersive fitness experience while at the same time engaging with physical fitness equipment, like a bike, a treadmill, or a rower. And so these technologies are not only critical for user safety, but they're really critical just to provide an optimal user experience or a great workout. So I think it's very likely, if not given, that in the future, as these technologies evolve, we'll be able to far surpass what's possible in a purely physical fitness experience. The technologies that Qualcomm is developing, particularly in the areas of artificial intelligence, mixed reality, and augmented reality, collectively produce the unprecedented opportunity to accelerate fitness outcomes for consumers on a very, very broad scale. So together with Qualcomm, we couldn't be more thrilled to be venturing into a future where we're making fitness more accessible, more entertaining, and ultimately more effective for consumers everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Garrett. It's exciting to see developers pushing the envelope with Snapdragon-powered technology. While developers like Lightsport and Exponential Fitness are driving innovation in immersive fitness experiences, so too are developers driving innovation with generative AI. In the future, you will be able to create rich 3D environments that you can walk around in AR and VR using nothing more than a voice command. In order to get to that future, we need a bridge. And that bridge is built using the generative AI tools that developers are using today. Now, let me show you a demonstration using Snapdragon-powered AR glasses and a smartphone to decorate a 3D environment with generative art, all offline and on device. In this experience, you can turn your environment into a museum with blank sculptures and canvases ready for you to put your personal touch on. Let's say you like long walks on the beach with your dog. And how about a nice New York slice to go with it? Romantic, right? Well now, with Stable Diffusion and AR, you can speak that vision to life. I'm excited to share my creation of a dog sitting on the beach eating pizza with you. So I'll just plaster it up here in this virtual gallery for you and everyone else to see. Now, let's turn our attention to the sculpture of a surfboard catching a wave. I'm still feeling a bit romantic here, and what's more romantic than Italy? I'm thinking a nice mosaic in the style of Italian architecture would look good on this piece. Like the sculptures in this experience, your generative AI visions are no longer confined to 2D screens. This is just the first step for collaborating on entire virtual worlds. I can't wait to see what artists and creators will be able to do with the power of Snapdragon and XR. Something I love about what I get to do is that I get to work with developers building experiences like the ones you've just seen. When developers work with powerful tools, they push the boundaries of what is possible by leaps and bounds. And we have created a powerful tool to allow developers to do just that. Snapdragon Spaces. With Snapdragon Spaces, we have enabled developers to build everything from the fitness apps, as you've seen, to enterprise solutions, to everything in between. But don't just take this all from me. Let's hear from one of our developer partners, Sphere.
Sphere is all about immersive collaboration. It's an XR solution that unifies all the major use cases in enterprise XR in a unified software product, at its foundation, it's all about collaboration, meaning that you can collaborate, work, communicate with people wherever they are in the world, whether they're co-located with you or whether they're distributed all around the world. Even if they speak different languages, you can seamlessly communicate and collaborate with them as if they were in the same room with you. I think the foundational work that Qualcomm is doing with Snapdragon Spaces is phenomenal for all ISVs in the space, but especially also for us, because Sphere has always been a cross-device, a device-agnostic platform. And Qualcomm and Snapdragon Spaces makes it really, really easy to port from one Snapdragon Spaces-enabled device to the next without losing any functionality, with the same capabilities, and provide all the underlying services like meshing, like hand tracking, to the developers like us, which is a complete game changer.
I've had the absolute pleasure of working with Sphere, along with many other incredible developers, and I've witnessed firsthand the amazing applications they've been developing on Snapdragon Spaces. Our XR ecosystem continues to inspire me every day, and together, we're envisioning and building the future that you've gotten a taste of over the past few days. So, before I leave you all today, I'd like to give you a taste of what our broader XR ecosystem is serving up. Enjoy.
This time, as you all know, it's about XR and the metaverse.
It's Duran Duran's music in a different universe.
This is phenomenal.
Using the smartphone as a controller is incredible.
Thank you, Rogue. I'm amazed every day what developers are creating with Snapdragon Spaces. As you can see, there are many exciting developments happening in XR. From our latest Snapdragon XR platforms powering the Quest 3 and the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, to how we are utilizing the power of XR and AI to help people achieve their health and fitness goals, or enabling users to create generative art and bring it into an immersive spatial environment. I have personally been on this journey in XR for over a decade, and I can see how everything is coming together, and I can't wait for what is still to come. Thank you all.